Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing what wish is coming true for you. So in order to do this reading, we are going to be picking 4 piles together today. They're actually going to be 4 crystal to get the sort of energy and understanding what wish or maybe wishes are coming true for you. So we have 3, and then I feel this one. All right. So for pile number 1, we have Spirit Quartz. For pile number 2, we have Aegirine. For pile number 3, we have Amber. And for pile number 4, we have Hematite. So take a look at which one of these crystals or energies you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today to find out more about what wish is coming true for you. Now, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, then perhaps more than one wish is coming true for you. So what I would advise you to do is to always trust your intuition. See which one of the piles you're the most drawn to. And if you feel drawn to several ones or maybe even all of them, listen to your intuition. It will always guide you to the right readings. As usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen the Spirit Quartz. Now, what I see here for you in terms of your wish, this looks to me like this is a wish about some falling off that you had with someone or some very dear people or people that used to be dear in your life, pile number 1. Now, this looks to me like it's a wish that you don't even verbalize to yourself anymore. I think this is someone or some people that you've pushed away out of your mind, pushed out of the heart. But some part of you on the inside still wishes that you would reconnect back with this person or these people, connecting to a certain community from the past, or at least have some sort of harmony and peaceful cooperation with them. They did mean something to you at some point, pile number 1. And it's a deep-rooted wish, or I don't want to say deep-rooted, but it's something that you don't even talk to yourself about. But I see that in the coming near future for you, pile number 1, that either you or them or both of you will have this willingness to put the highest good ahead of the wants of their small self or perhaps yours. And I see some kind of kind reciprocity happening between the 2 of you. So this is a really interesting pile number 1, because it's a wish that you have, but that one that you don't want to admit to yourself sometimes, or most of the time. One that you consciously would fight against and push away, but some part of you is not willing, kind of wants it with, in case this harmony is created, pile number 1. So good for you for putting boundaries, and good for you for sticking up for yourself for what you feel was wrong, perhaps. But at the same time, don't take this as an invitation to begin something, pile number 1. Wait for things to happen. This is a wish coming true for you. And see how these other people are dealing with you. Do they have the intention for that or not, pile number 1? So let it happen to you is really the message that I'm seeing here. But be open if you want, in case it does happen, pile number 1. Okay, so now let's take a look at your tarot cards, gain more information about it, or perhaps see what other wishes are coming true for you, pile number 1. So you have the Four of Swords. Interesting how the Four of Swords is depicted here. A lot of sadness in this connection that needs to heal, pile number 1. Perhaps for some of you as well, this could even be due to this fallout. Perhaps one dear family member or one dear person left the country, or maybe passed away, or moved on with their life, and they begun a new life, and you weren't part of that, and they weren't part of your new life. So there's a lot of pain that needs to be healed for a lot of you, pile number 1. You have the Magician. Let's put all the cards together before we start getting a deeper and closer look at this. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Wands. I still have 2 cards here. You have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. This is good news, pile number 1. Last but not least, you have the Eight of Swords. So it looks like to me with this person, pile number 1, this is someone who, on both sides, you felt like the relationship was stuck, that it wasn't moving forward, that maybe you felt like the other person, each party felt like the other person was the one responsible to fix this. But I see a complete change in mindset. But this mindset coming from their side, pile number 1. It looks like with the Magician here and the Six of Pentacles, there has been a karma that changed their mind about the way they're approaching things with you, pile number 1. Maybe they had a falling out with other people, or maybe something hit them hard in their lives where they were able to put themselves in your situation and understand what it feels like to be on the other end, where they were unfair in an area that perhaps they couldn't see in the past. And now they realize that so much has been lost. And now they're actually pretty excited about having a new mindset, a new mentality about the way they should be approaching things. They will be excited about approaching you and reconnecting. See, you see someone here giving a pentacle with someone, to someone, you see that pentacle happening to you. So there is someone who is offering a new beginning with you, giving you an apology, a sincere apology, and letting you understand that perhaps they have wronged you where you could have went wrong as well, but mainly that they are sorry and that they regret wasting this time, and that they regret being unfair to you without realizing, pile number 1. I think life truly has helped them take a closer look at this situation, and that, along with their love for you and their passion for you and this bond that you used to have that gives them great pain, together this person will no doubt feel like this is the right thing to do, and that they want to apologize to you and put, like we said, their small self behind and put the highest good ahead, so that both of you can rekindle this connection and enjoy something that's much more important than little arguments, that egoistical arguments in the past that really could have come as a result of some closed-mindedness or ego that now they understand just wasted a lot of time, pile number 1. Through you connecting with each other soon, pile number 1, I do see how you are going to reminisce over the old times, and through your connection you will really, both sides, both of you will realize just how much fun, dearness, and wonderful things that you've missed just by being a little bit closed-minded. Or at least that's one of the things that they're strongly going to feel. I think that they're going to kind of feel like they were a little bit too conservative in their thinking. They weren't open to listening to other people's point of views. They were blinded by their own thoughts, refusing to see any other point of view. And this is why the separation kept on going for a long time, because no one was, or at least they weren't willing to see things from the other side. They kept seeing that they were the ones who were mistreated. They were the ones that were left behind, and that their point of view was absolutely right, and that you were probably doing something maybe crazy, or wasn't rational enough, or just wasn't right. And now that they have been through these times where the universe brought this karma to them, put them in tricky situations, now they can see that life is not about all or nothing, and that sometimes we can think that we're conservative, we're doing the right thing, and life would test us to make us see what we refuse to see, to make us see that what sometimes we hold on too dearly to couldn't be applicable in all situations. And from there, they will start to see it from your side and understand just how much they've missed with having this rigid type of thinking the whole time. Pile number one. I think you will really be surprised, pile number one, just how much this person has changed. I hope they continue to function and to deal with you from that mindset, which really shows that they are, and that they've moved away from that type of energy. But just keep an open eye, although it really looks like there is drastic change in this person's thinking. So you have the Knight of Cups. Very interesting. What's this? Oh, well, this card does not belong here. All right. You have, you have the Four of Wands, celebration. You have the Tower under the Ace of Pentacles. You have the King of Swords. And you have the Page of Swords as well. Isn't that interesting? Now, I mean, we've all noticed the Tower card coming out, but this is great news in this case. Pile number one. Why? Because the Tower is all about shuttering old ways and welcoming new ways. And this is what is coming here with the new beginning. Pile number one. So to answer your question, will they change? It looks like there's a drastic change that is not just going to be in the beginning, like we were wondering a couple of minutes ago. This is something that's going to carry on with both of you, pile number one, with the two sides. Pile number one. So I'm really happy for you with that. You have the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. This really shows me a lot of communication, a lot of speaking from the heart, a lot of reminiscing talk happening, a little bit of blaming from both sides, but sweet type of blaming, where I wouldn't imagine that you would be the one to do this to me, and then you saying, I wouldn't imagine that you would be the one to let go of this and that. I see a lot of reminisce, love, healing talk that is from the heart, truthful, may sometimes feel a little bit hard to talk about, but in a very familiar type of way that is safe at the same time to talk about. Pile number one. Some of your discussions will be full of emotions and passions, but a lot of your discussions as well, pile number one, will need a lot of thought into it, because things are not as simple as they seem. They have a lot of intricacies in them, and it's not as easy as just talking it out and moving on, because at the end of the day, even if this person understands your point of view now, but you are still two different individuals, or two different people in the community. And even with your spiritual soul team, pile number one, you will still feel like there are differences. We're not all copy pastes of each other. So it still looks like there will be some tough talk, but this time talk that is very productive, talk that will lead to a great unity between the both of you in the future. Love and unity, where you both cooperate and collaborate in harmony, not feeling like you don't understand each other anymore. And that is very healthy. You both need to have that talk. It's not going to be easy, but it's really going to feel very homey, sometimes very tricky, but it's very necessary for both of you to heal, pile number one. So there will be more for both of you to figure out and help each other figure out in the process, where you will be understanding a lot of things from their side as well, pile number one, that you haven't considered. And they will be understanding so much more as you talk your heart out and understand things from your side that they did not consider, pile number one. All in all, I do see this as resulting in a new page where there is a stronger unity between the both of you, that will last the test of time here. And now you've learned how to communicate and be more open and honest with each other. And I see you celebrating your connection together, and enjoying it moving forward, pile number one. So this is really emotioned and tickled my heart. All the best of luck with that, pile number one. May you have a beautiful relationship and connection with all the dear people to you. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. So you've chosen the Aegirine. And with that, I really do feel like the wish coming true for you, pile number two, is actually pretty interesting. It has to do with you building up part of your character that you only dreamt of having. You've watched other people have, and perhaps you've been dabbling here and there trying to build it, couldn't for a long time. You really wanted to build that side of you to level up, but you've been trying for a long time and maybe haven't seen much result, or maybe a little bit. But what I see as a wish coming true for you, pile number two, is that very soon you will be building a very impressive part of your personality that you've been trying to learn how to do for a very long time. So this could be building thicker skin, or learning to say no to others when you need to do something for yourself, or when you're not comfortable with something, building better productivity or time management skills, building self-esteem and loving yourself more, or maybe healing and learning how to be happy. One thing or the other, you've been really manifesting, you've been putting all your thought and energy into, you've been trying to learn so hard how to do. And here's the thing, while you may not have really seen big effects in that area, even though you've been trying really hard, all of a sudden it's going to go boom, and it's just going to click, and you're going to start doing it unconsciously. Now, this makes sense both energetically and physically as well, pile number two, because think about it. Even when we learn anything in the world, think of a new language, we sometimes feel like we've been learning the words, we've been learning how to communicate, we've been learning the grammar, yada, yada, yada. And we've been practicing for so long and it's just not clicking, you know? You've been watching movies, you've been watching a lot of things, and it's just not clicking. But remember, pile number 2, that through this process, you've been building a lot of reservoir, you've been building a lot of neurological pathways, and all of a sudden, I mean, if you've been learning a new language or a new skill or learning to drive, you'll really be able to relate to that. All of a sudden, poop, you learn how to do it. You just do it without thinking about it. And this is exactly what's going to be happening for you here, pile number 2. Because you've been trying so hard to manifest this, trying it out. I feel your pain, pile number 2. I'm so proud of you, though, for putting in that effort. Kudos to you, pile number 2. So what I really see here for you is that I see a level up in your character. I see what you've been trying so hard to do, to heal, to have thicker skin, better boundaries. Whatever it is that you've been trying to do will suddenly happen for you. It will manifest and it will become your new learned reality. It will be the new you, pile number 2. I love it when this happens. Kudos to you. You really deserve this level up because you've put in so much work, and now it's just coming together beautifully, flowing energetically and physically together, and it's just going to happen for you, pile number 2. If you were learning how to have thicker skin, for example, with people, you'll finally feel like your comebacks are faster, that you're not as triggered anymore, that you know how to handle things smoothly, and you're just bossing up in general. So I'm so happy for you in terms of that. Even at the back of your deck, you have the 3 of Pentacles, which means collaboration. So this might, for a lot of you, have to actually do with being able to communicate better with others, or maybe communicate better with yourself, pile number 2. So let's take a look at what your tarot cards have to say. I see a couple of cards popping up, so I don't want to push it down. You have amazing. I mean, what better card can we get than the Emperor in this situation? So you have the Emperor here, and I love the Emperor card for so many reasons. Pile number 2. You have the 3 of Wands, embarking on a new journey. I love that for you, pile number 2. Embarking on a new journey of you being you and watching life change because you've changed. Pile number 2, enjoying your life better because of this changed you. Wow, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I mean, what is that? Let me take out the noise. Okay, you have the 9 of Swords. Now we shuffle. I'm going to take in 1 card here, 1 card here, and then we'll take in cards later when we need it. So you have the Fool. Unbelievable. Pretty cool. And you have the 5 of Cups. So pile number 2. I can see you here. I can see you trying so hard, my dear pile number 2s. You have not seen results, but like we were discussing, the results were happening. You just weren't seeing them. And with the Aegirine popping up in your reading here, very soon things are about to change completely. You're about to become this new emperor of this character that you've been developing, pile number 2. You're going to very soon see a very stronger side of yourself, and because of that, changing your internal world, succeeding in changing your internal world, you're going to see your external world change almost instantaneously. Because of that, pile number 2, you'll be experiencing a new life. You'll be experiencing a different type of fun, and I see here, especially for you, the end of agony, the end of pain, and understanding how to have fun with what you're trying to learn rather than trying to learn it in pain, pile number 2. Now, your biggest advice in terms of this new upgrade in yourself that I see from your spirit guides, pile number 2, is that yes, you have changed, and you have you will have embodied this emperor side of yourself in terms of this personal change that you're going to be embarking in or owning now. But at the same time, be careful, because with every new habit or every new skill in the world, there is, especially at the beginning, this tendency or this risk of sometimes falling back out of habit. Yes, it will be the new you, but here is the advice from your spirit guides, pile number 2, that if things fall in the beginning, like let's say we're talking about productivity. Let's say now you're on top of your game, you're working really hard, and then all of a sudden something hits you harder, you still need to learn how to handle it, and you fall. Does that mean that you're back? Definitely not. Remember these words, pile number 2, when you start experiencing this blessing, that you're still in the beginning of a journey. Yes, you've learned it, you're this new emperor of your world. Yes, everything will change around you, but hey, it's a journey, right? So remember that when you do fall, if it happens, to accept the fall and pick yourself back up and get back into your energy that you've learned, pile number 2. So that's one of the main advice that I see here for you, pile number 2. Now, I want to pull out more cards and see more information about this blessing or this wish, or perhaps some other wish, pile number 2. Okay. I'm hearing, remember, it's a learning journey for everyone and not just you. So you're going to be a forever student because you love that side of you and you want to improve it, pile number 2. Ooh, you have the 8 of Swords. Let's shuffle one last time and pick the cards. Right. You have the 10 of Wands under the 9 of Swords. You have, yeah, I understand. You have the 5 of Pentacles under the Fool. This was exactly the message that we were talking about, but now I see more. You have, oops, sorry about the noise. It's this way around, yeah. You have the 9 of Cups. The Queen of Wands. Let's turn the deck the other way around. The Hermit, pile number 2. Let's keep it here and then I'll show you the card when we need it. Or let me try to push these here a little bit. Alright, so now the message is clear, much clearer from your spirit guides, pile number 2. I'm going to tell you something, but I want you to hear me with an open heart and an open mind, because your results are to die for, pile number 2. To die for in terms of what one would wish to have in terms of personal growth. So in the beginning, you're going to embark on this new journey of being the new you. It's going to work. It's going to be amazing. But it's not like you've learned everything. I do see a couple of falls. I do see that sometimes you will feel like, oh, I thought I just got better. It seems like I didn't get better. But with the 10 of Wands showing up, pile number 2, it really, yes, there is hardship that you need to carry, but it's the end of this cycle. It's the end of this hardship. It's like this one more push so that you can master what you've learned. Because do you want to move forward with learning it with mediocrity, or do you really want to be exactly who you were trying to manifest, pile number 2? And I really do see that you've been manifesting something big. What I can really tell you is accept the challenges, pile number 1, and instead of feeling stuck that it's never going to happen, change this old mindset of it's not going to happen to me, it seems like I'm going to stay the same person. Always move away from this energy and instead go into hermit mode and think, okay, so why didn't it work this time? Where did I go wrong? Don't go back to blaming circumstances or blaming people. Be the one who is in control of your life, pile number 2, and think, so how can I do better the next time? Who can I ask for advice? And what better ideas do I have to avoid this situation altogether? And when you think in terms of solutions, pile number 2, you will really be taking a lot of leaps forward so that you never fall into the little traps that perhaps were blind spots to you in the past, and now you understand it better because you've developed this intrinsic character development that you want. It's become part of you is what I'm trying to say. So go through the journey now of learning how to master it, how to become one with it, how to understand and see what you haven't been seeing. It's like exactly the car example that we were talking about. With you driving, doesn't mean that you aren't going to have any accidents. I mean, I hope you never do, but you might make a mistake here or there. Doesn't mean you should leave the car and driving is just not for you and that you're never going to have a smooth ride. No, it just means that there were certain areas that you needed to understand better and do better the next time so that you drive your car safely forever. And if these occurrences do happen, I don't see you falling because you have the dog here. You have your spirit guides holding you, keeping you safe. So things aren't going to fall apart. You just need to get out of this mentality of, oh, it's not going to happen to me. It's just not going to work. Take yourself out of this. I promise you it's going to work. Just continue to do what you're doing, pile number 2, because with this feedback, you're going to see yourself very soon embodying this character that you want, feeling emotionally happy, feeling like you're in control and enjoying the process now that you've learned so much. And you see, like we said, your external life completely changing because of that. Pile number 2. I mean, I really love your reading. I love your manifestation and your wish coming true. This is really one of the most important things for us in the world to come true, if you ask me. Changing ourselves and leveling up and being another better version of ourselves. What better things can we celebrate? Pile number 2. So all the best of luck with that. I wish you always move forward and become the best version of yourself. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. I'm so excited about your reading in specific. I think it's going to be my favorite. With the amber here, did you know, by the way, that the amber is fossilized tree resin that's been there, I think, for 700 million years or something? I hope I'm not exaggerating with the number. Let me check, actually. So yeah, it's in the tens, 70 million years. That's what I remember I read. Pile number 3. So this looks to me that you're going to be having some sort of karma being released from you. Maybe it was an ancestral karma or a karma that you had to go through in your lifetime, pile number 3. And because recently you've preserved the wisdom gained from these lessons that you've been going through, pile number 3, a wish is coming true for you. Now, this wish is going to really differ from one person listening to this reading to another. And because of that, I can give you some clues throughout the reading to as which wish, big wish is coming for you, pile number 3. So think big. Think something that you've wanted for a very long time. Think something you've been so passionate about that you might even cry if you do cry, if it happens. Something that would just blow your heart. You wouldn't believe it actually happened to you, pile number 3. So that's basically what I'm seeing here, a dear wish to your heart coming true. For some of you, this could be a romantic connection. It could be owning something. We'll see. We'll see, pile number 3. But I love that for you already, pile number 3. Let me take out the noise. Let's see what this wish is. Maybe get more information about what you've learned. We'll see what your spirit guides want to tell you. Pile number 3. Whoa, thank you very much. I mean, what? What? You have the Death card in conjunction to Judgment? You really do see exactly a confirmation of what we've been talking about. It's an end of a journey, especially an ancestral karma here for a lot of you. You've been through some very tough times, obviously, like we can really see from the very beginning. You felt like things weren't working out for you. You've had this dream, but it was so far away. It could almost be funny thinking about sometimes. But this is the end of this phase, my dear pile number 3s. Forget about all of that, because new family, new friends, new situations, or maybe even new financial situations are definitely coming up. Pile number 3. I don't know why I keep getting relationships, family, care, affection, heart, something like that for a lot of you, but not necessarily for all of you. This may not be your wish, and if it's not your wish, then this is not it, pile number 3. This is your personal wish coming true, pile number 3. All right, so let's take out the cards that are popping out. I feel this one. Thank you. And I'm going to take this and stop for now. All right, so pile number 3. You have the Moon. You have the Page of Swords. You have, wow, the Ace of Wands. You have, wow. If you came from pile number 2, I wouldn't be surprised. So you have the 5 of Cups landing in the same place. And I want to put this here. So let me move this, because we do have space. Right? Yeah, we have space. So what is that? Ooh, you have the Knight of Wands. So much passion and passionate beginning happening of a wish coming true. Let me take a look at the cards and give you clues about what I see. Pile number 3. So here are a couple of clues that I see here for you. What I want to tell you though, I mean, look at that. You really see here, pile number 3, how the universe is really charging at a great speed to give you this new beginning, this new wish happening for you, pile number 3. So really do look forward to it happening. Now this new beginning of yours, this wish, here with the Moon, I do see that you've already started seeing a lot of synchronicities. I see you knowing in your heart that these specific synchronicities were this new beginning to this wish that you wanted. You know how when you when perhaps, oh, this wants to come out, I'm gonna take it. Do you know how when people in authority visit art galleries or a new opening to something big and there's a ribbon that they cut off? So I see that you've been seeing synchronicities, knowing that what you've been dreaming of, like the river here, you will hold in your hands and start experiencing very soon. So a big part of you pile number 3 has been feeling it very strongly. So that's the first clue for you. You've been really feeling like it's just going to happen. You know it. You know it's going to happen. Pile number 3. So synchronicities and you putting together in your head that these synchronicities are for this specific wish. So that's your first clue here. Pile number 3. Another thing that I see here with the Page of Swords as a clue for you, that you've started hearing a lot of talk about it. Maybe if it's about a person, that you started hearing their name again, people starting talking about this person. Or if it's a wish, all of a sudden you're seeing videos and people talking about this specific topic. Or not that in specific, but you're hearing a lot of things surrounding what you want that may give you ideas or help you move towards it. Pile number 3. So these are all clues. Give me a minute because I know I'm going to extract so much more clues for you, pile number 3. For some of you, it has to do with traveling, but for others, it was a wish that you were about to have at some point and was taken away from you, even though you were just about to experience it. It was just about to happen to you one way or the other. It was taken away from you, and then you stayed for a very long time without it. Pile number 3. A very long time that you kind of thought it was, for a very long time, thought it was over, that you're just not going to have it. And it caused you a lot of sadness. Pile number 3. You'll be surprised to know when you do get that wish that it was always there, but you did not see it. I know this may sound weird now, but you will see that it was there one way or the other. It was kept for you, but you could not see that. Pile number 3. I can't help but feel, for some of you, like we felt in the beginning, it has to do with emotions, a dead relationship in the past, rekindling of a relationship with a past person, perhaps reconnecting with someone in the past, or maybe just a rise to your situation where you felt like you weren't in a relationship and now you're going to connect with someone that you enjoy the relationship with. Pile number 3. So that could be for some of you. Remember, this is a collective reading and each one is going to have one specific wish to their heart. And these are just clues to let you understand and know that this message is coming for you specifically. Pile number 3, just a confirmation. But what I do tell you here with the amber is that there's a deep-rooted wish that will be coming true for you because you've healed from a certain karma, or a certain karma has been released. Pile number 3. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning is happening, a rise, a new change in a situation. So a new offer is happening to you, a new beginning in a relationship, a new beginning at work, something that you like, perhaps finances arriving to you one way or the other. You have the 5 of Swords under the moon. Let's take your cards out now, all of it, and get a deeper look at your reading. You have the Knight of Swords, lovely, quick moving energy. Yeah, you were lied to in the past. You were supposed to have it in the past for a lot of you, and it didn't happen. Okay, so I see these 3. Let's take them out. You have this card has been following us for the 3rd time now. And it's 4414. I wonder what that is. We'll find out in a second. So you have the 8 of Swords. Let me take out the noise. Let's reveal these and take out the noise. You have the 7 of Pentacles under the Ace of Wands. And you have the 4 of Cups under the Knight of Wands. Like I told you, for so many of you, pile number 3, you will see it was right there for you, but you couldn't see it at the time that you were going through this cleanse and this karma, pile number 4. But by the time this is released, which is now, by the time you're offered this new beginning, you will see that it's been working for you. So let me give you a weird example here. Let's say you were supposed to have a lot of money. You didn't receive it, but it's been put out into an investment fund, and it's been working for you and growing, maybe in the name of someone else at that time. But by the time you receive it, you will receive it with its growth. If it was a relationship that you wanted, you were supposed to be in a good relationship, that didn't happen to you, you will receive someone that now is ready to be with you. If it was a job that you were supposed to be in, or maybe you were going to get a raise, a promotion, start your own business, something surrounding your career, then you will receive it at the right time, where people would appreciate the newly acquired skills that you've gotten, and it would make a big difference to you, with you having this role at this specific time. Pile number 3. And so on and so forth. So always remember that things being a little bit late, even though it was about you gaining wisdom and releasing karma, it's still going to be working out completely in your favor once you do receive this new beginning, pile number 3. You might have thought that you, even though you were trying to manifest it so hard, you might have thought at some point that the universe wasn't on your side. You might have doubted a lot of concepts, your spirit guides. You might have got frustrated at some points, because sometimes I see it in the comment section and I feel like I want to tap and hug you and say, I'm so sorry, I've been through it, I do know what you're writing, I'm just gonna let you release this energy. I feel it. Sometimes we feel like, oh, this is all a lie, it's not gonna happen to us, why are they giving us these promises? Yeah, I've heard that before. Totally feel for you, pile number 3. So if you've had these concerns at some point, if you've had these emotions at some point, they're going to be healing for you, and a new beginning that you've been promised over and over. They were promised to you over and over because they were meant to keep your hopes high until your karma is released, because you weren't supposed to be left out in the dark. Pile number 3. So yes, you did feel frustrations for a long time, but now is the time that you are going to be receiving finally this wish that you've cried over maybe for a long time, felt like you were alone, you were never going to have. But like I always tell you here, it was always there for you, pile number 3, but you did not see it, and now it's charging very strongly towards you. And you're finally going to receive it. You know, I can see you here. Yeah, I heard that a million times. And you're finally going to get it. Pile number 4. So I'm so sorry for you feeling like that. I can see it was such a tough time. I feel for you. I understand. And I'm happy that this is more or less going towards the end. Not more or less. This is the end. This is the end. I mean, my eyes caught it. I'm sorry I said more or less. It is the end for you, pile number 3. This is the release, and you will see that a big wish that you had is coming true for you, pile number 3. So all the best of luck with that. May you be happy and have an endless life full of blessings. What did I say? May you have a life full of endless blessings that you will always enjoy. Moving on, pile number 3. So all the best of luck with that. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. I hope you've enjoyed your message from your spirit guides. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. So you've chosen the Hematite. And here I see that for you at the moment, and for a very long time, this has been a time of pain, hardships, noise, toxicity, disappointment, unfairness. And you will always keep your dreams and wishes, pile number 4. But at the moment, practically, one of your biggest wishes is just to regain balance, calm, experiencing tenderness, healing, happiness, things clearing out, the noise dissipating, finding your balance, your heart center, and becoming calm and one with the universe. That's your biggest wish here, pile number 4, and that is the wish that I see happening for you very soon. These days, we'll see with your tarot cards, but this is the wish coming very soon for you, pile number 4. You're reminded that you're a light being and that you matter and that you're very important and you're not left alone, pile number 4. Okay, so the best thing that I see here for you as a wish is that things are clearing out and you regaining mental clarity and mental peace, pile number 1. Let's get more information about what's going on, what's that wish, how it's going to happen, from your spirit guides, pile number 4. I'm so happy this is happening for you. It's lovely when we finally get to experience that our lives are clearing out. The bad energies are clearing out and we're becoming more grounded and getting back to the earth, pile number 4. So you have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, slowly moving away from that energy. Very obvious. You have the High Priestess. You've been highly in touch with your spirit guides. There's heightened spirituality during that journey. You have the King of Cups. You're starting to find your own spiritual peace, and now you're moving away from this energy. You have the 3 of Wands. This is lovely. Moving to a new journey, a new place, a new life altogether. Movement is happening. Wow! You have the Sun. The Sun is coming out for you again. Pile number 4. So lovely. I love the synchronicities in your reading. You know, each one confirming what we're talking about. Oh. Yeah, now I think we have space for one more card here. You have the 6 of Wands, which is victory, celebration. It's depicted as marriage here. Maybe some of you will marry the right person and move away from this toxicity or find the right person. That could be something. And you have the Fool. Gosh, it couldn't be any more clear for you, pile number 4. You're definitely now starting a new phase of your life. You're slowly moving away from that dark energy you've been experiencing. The Sun is coming out for you tomorrow, just like Annie says. And it seems like, yeah, you'll be leaving behind toxic people, toxic situations. You're greatly being guided by your spirit guides on this journey. And you're about to leave it all together and start a new journey that you will absolutely love. Now, it looks like you're being emotionally balanced here with the King of Cups. You did not come out of this a weak person who is traumatized. Yes, you probably went through trauma, don't get me wrong. Or you probably went through some tough times. But you do seem to me that you're coming out of this because of your heightened spirituality, your contact with your spirit guides, you keeping yourself vibrating high despite these tough times, keeping your hopes up high. You're coming out of this emotionally balanced to a great extent. You're going to be excited about this new journey and not depleted. And for a lot of you, it looks like one of your victories is now moving towards better people that you love, maybe perhaps a new connection that you will enjoy, but not necessarily. Or simply, like the Six of Wands suggests, victory from a certain situation that has been super unfair to you. Pile number 4. I'm so sorry about that. But as you can see, there's so much voyage or traveling in your reading. It's unbelievable. Some of you will actually be relocating, moving to a new home, a new place, taking yourself out of a place, a physical place altogether, and moving towards a new place. Maybe leaving your job as well. Pile number 4. There's no question that you'll be moving something altogether. That's for sure. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards and again get more information about this move or this new beginning of yours, and get more information and clarity on your wish. Pile number 4. What is going to be happening here for you? What I hear is your spirit guides saying, don't worry, we're here for you. Don't worry, you're not alone. Hold on tight to your high vibration and to your inner strength. Pile number 4. Hold on tight to your inner strength. What? Do you see? So you have the strength card here with the Six of Swords. You'll be moving with strength as well. You have the Queen of Cups. Unbelievable. So much love surrounding you. So much love is going to be surrounding you very soon. Don't worry. I mean, you deserve it. You've been around such great toxicity here that you coming out, of course, first of all, you're going to be feeling balanced, but at the same time, I do see as well you'll be surrounded by people you love. Maybe you're going to move towards family or friends that you already love, or you're going to be meeting better people soon. You have the Hierophant here. So for a lot of you, this looks like a new commitment happening. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is really showing me, pile number 4, that even if you do not see this victory now, it's in the works, it's happening. So hold on tight, just wait a little bit. Pile number 4, really, is what your spirit guides are saying. Wait a little bit, it's about to happen. Just be patient. Pile number 4. The sun will come out tomorrow. I hope tomorrow is literal for some of you. Pile number 4. I hope you wake up tomorrow and things changing. But at the end of the day, it's whether it's literally tomorrow or not, it's really about to happen for you. So hold on tight. Fasten your seatbelt. Get ready. It's happening. Wow. Six of Wands, the Four of Wands. Your reality is changing completely. You will see. Pile number 4. You will see. And the World. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new phase of your life. I mean, it's no coincidence as well. The coincidence is here that it's in conjunction to the sun. So yes, a new beginning is on the rise for you. It's the end of a toxic cycle and the beginning of a new reality where you're going to be happier with healthier people. So much love surrounding you. It's going to be a memory that you do not want to remember. You'll regain and recuperate your internal strength, which you've never lost. The Hematite is a stone that it's a very powerful stone, by the way. It shows internal strength, and this is why I saw it even before the card popped out here. You've always been strong. You will continue to have your strength, and this is why you've kept emotional balance, and you'll be coming out of this slowly healing, feeling happy, being able to mingle with other people slowly, and starting a new, peaceful, beautiful life. It's almost going to feel like a dichotomy in your existence, where you've been living one type of life and then coming out of it and living a completely different life. It's almost going to feel surreal. Like it'll take you some time for your mind to adjust that this is your new reality, that this has actually happened, that you woke up to this new existence, pile number 4, and you really deserve it. It seems like you're a beautiful person who's loving, and despite the toxic people around you, you've been innocent, you've been honest, open, transparent, yes, very strong, yes, someone who has super high values that you've been holding on very strongly to, but at the same time you were very loving, very giving, very understanding, sometimes too forgiving when people meant a lot to you. And this goodness has been abused. You know what this is reminding me of? Taking my kindness, all of my kindness taken for weakness. And it was never weakness for you, pile number 4. So for some of you, this end could be a divorce. Some of you could be an end to a contract in their job and finally leaving while retaining your rights. Some of you could be moving away from traditional families that could have been acting in a little bit of a toxic way, in an unfair way. Some of you may have been in some debt and they had to work towards paying off that debt to the banks or some sort of authority. You've been working hard to pay it off. I see assistance happening for you, pile number 4, in whichever case this is. I feel like I want to move the camera a little bit. Yeah, that's better for you. So with this new beginning, pile number 4, I see you making new dear people, creating new family members and new friends that resonate with you, and not ones that did not hold you to the highest regards. Pile number 4. Yes, for you, pile number 4, I see a lot of people in your reading, a lot of love. So these could be like a change of a whole new reality. Perhaps this is traveling. This is why there's a lot of people. So new friends, new romantic partner, perhaps parents, rekindling with children. There's just so much movement in terms of love and family that will ground you, heal you, make you feel loved and appreciated, and you start to feel again your internal strength and your internal balance, pile number 4. But very soon, perhaps with some good planning, pile number 4, you'll be saying ta-ta and catching the next train and moving off into a new existence. And you're just gonna feel hopeful about life again. You'll feel like the sun is hitting your face again. You'll feel like life is back to normal, that you can forget this old life, move away from it and never remember it again, and start healing with better people, pile number 4. I'm so happy that this beautiful, peaceful wish is happening for you. All the best of luck with this beautiful wish. May it come true super soon for you, as soon as tomorrow. And the sun will come out tomorrow. I can't help but hear it in my ear. And if you, all the best of luck. If you've enjoyed this reading, pile number 4, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.